All right, welcome traders. It is Monday, April 8th, 2024, the day of the eclipse. I think we've all survived as far as I can tell. The eclipse today, I happen to take some time and head to Florida here to just chill for a week. So I moved out of the path of totality in Cleveland all the way down to Florida, but we still caught half the eclipse. So kind of neat, and nothing catastrophic happened here today. So that was a great thing for us. Even better was the markets for us. We had a fantastic day in the account, seeing us jump up to nearly new all-time highs in the account with one of our biggest up days from a net lick perspective that we've ever had. So great stuff out there. And I'll tell you, one of the things down here, you get a little bit of time to think when you're sitting around the pool or walking the beach or something like that. And happen to, strike up a conversation with a couple of great folks that we've known for many, many years coming down here. And it brings me really to talk about retirement and what is your responsibility in retirement. And I see all kinds of different setups of people where some people have the freedom to kind of go where they want to go whenever they want to go, and that's they're able to enjoy their retirement. I've seen other people who they're doing okay, but they're still working, or a spouse is still working because they're still trying to make ends meet. And really, what we try to do mainly in our Discord, and one thing I try to teach with a lot of the people we coach, is just taking personal responsibility for your retirement, not leaving your retirement up to the government or your employer. Yeah, you might have a pension, you might have a 401k, you might be paying into Social Security, but really, are those going to be the sources you want to rely on someone else, or should you just take personal responsibility for your own retirement? And really, what does financial freedom mean to you? And I think that's just something to think about. But what does it mean to you? What are you trying to do by trading or investing? Obviously, if you're listening to this YouTube video, you've subscribed because you're trying to improve maybe your financial situation, and maybe you've latched on to maybe some of the way we've done it here, and the way I try to trade, and not going too crazy, not trying to make 8 to 10% a month or some ridiculous number and posting crazy things, but just slow, consistent, steady income where we're really relying on the power of compounding. That if we continually generate 20 to 30 to 40% a year over and over and over on a consistent basis, it becomes probably the most powerful investing tool you can come up with. And ideally, if you can start in your 20s, it's going to be fantastic for you. So if you're listening to this and you're in your 20s, I hope you're sticking that money away. But if you're not, it's all good. Okay? The next best time after that is right now. So if you're not putting money away or putting money aside, it's just simple. You just keep working to generate income, and you just reinvest that income so that it can compound as you go. And retirement's not really about reaching a certain age. It's really about achieving financial independence. And when you can finally do that, then your life is your own, your time is your own. But the timing is going to really be dependent on your plan and your commitment to the plan and putting a trade plan together. And that's what we really focus on with our members. And that's really where I put my focus, is not just following some alerts from me or other people in the service. Okay, that's all well and good, but really it's the education you need to help you put together a plan that will make sense for you, that you can stick to. Because if you don't have it written down, it's not a plan that you can stick to. Okay, you've got to write it down to make it come true, and you've really got to follow through on that. So anyway, that's just a little bit of the info for today. It really brings me back when we get to talk to some other people and see where they are and how they got to the point that that they're in. And really, it comes down to, most of the people that have a pretty comfortable retirement are the people that have assets that are generating income for them, and not just assets, but income generating assets as well. All right, so taking a quick look at the markets today, up a little bit in the E-minis here, up just $4 on the entire day, but almost a flat session overall. So taking a look at that, pretty happy with where we are. A sideways day is a great day for us. Taking a look at what oil did today, oil pulled back a little bit on the session today, which was a pretty nice thing to see. It was down a little bit earlier, finished up off of its lows for the day, but oil pulled back a bit on the session. Nice to see. A lot of fears on Friday of more conflict in the Middle East, and those fears are still out there. What will Iran do? What kind of conflict will they cause in there, and how can that potentially escalate, and what's that going to do to the price of oil? Some big moves on oil at the end of the week on that, and then today a little bit of a pullback, which was fantastic for us. Pretty helpful on that. If we take a look at gold, gold continues to just pound higher. Gold is just on a tear. New highs again today on gold futures. So gold doing fantastic, really not giving us any opportunity to get in, get long. If we take a look at bonds today, dropping down well below this support level. So you had really, when we look at the, when we look at the weekly chart here overall, on this weekly chart, we had a descending triangle, broke below that today. So we've broken down below. So that's something to definitely watch. But we finished well off of our lows on the session. We're still in a nice downtrend on bonds, but I think the previous lows are going to hold up for us down here around the 107, 108 level, if we even get to that. And I think right now, where we are is a good spot to potentially get long bonds, because I don't know how much farther down bonds really go. Taking a quick look at copper, another nice day up today on copper. We're out, we're staying out. We're in 112 trade on copper, so a nice trade that's going to benefit from this bullish action. NASDAQ pretty much flat on the session as well today. The Russell up a little bit on the session. If we look at the daily chart, Russell breaking it back above this 21-day exponential moving average. We've got plenty of trades on Russell, several ratio spreads as well. Silver, nothing right now, but this has been moving significantly to the upside. We're also in a couple strangles on the Aussie dollar. That's pretty much just been moving sideways, a little bit of an up move on the session today, breaking out to the top now of this descending triangle. Now it looks like we may be breaking out to the upside, maybe a little bit of a move in store there. And then we just were able to put on another trade in wheat today. So we got a trade in wheat, even though we've got a descending triangle as well. You're breaking out sideways and a bit to the upside on it, so we can extend this downtrend line a little bit more. We had a pretty big breakout back here on Friday, and then just off a little bit of its highs today, which gave us a chance to get in, I think, on this pullback. So overall, pretty good stuff, letting us know that this sideways action been fantastic for our portfolio. So taking a look at the Income Navigator portfolio here on the session, ended the day with delta at 465, so 465 on the delta at 0.1%, so pretty delta neutral overall, seeing us drop a little bit here. Theta staying up there at 1689.35%, so good theta in the account. So we're this is what we like to see, generating that income, whether the market goes up or down. We're going to be generating a pretty good amount of income here. Finished the day with a net lick in this portfolio of 476,024, and that is just off the all-time high. So we are about $1,000 from a new all-time high in this particular portfolio. BP usage dropped on the session, even though we added a new trade today, 282,716. So after we take our bill out, we're sitting at 49. We're almost exactly at our 50%. So pretty delta neutral, sitting at 50% buying power, and really right back up at the new all-time high. So perfectly situated here for the next couple of days. So that's looking pretty good. Overall, we're off and running for the month of Month of April, we haven't even begun to close any of the 112 trades yet. So nothing on that front. Will probably be getting close. And we've already generated now, after 1 week, a little bit over $4,100. So we're in great shape for the month as we continue to move this account forward. We're up over almost $52,000 on the year so far. So doing great here. We're seeing new highs in the IRA account. We're close to new highs in the small account as well. But again, I just want to leave you with the last thing here, and that is, what's your plan for retirement? What are you looking for? Okay, and it's not my plan. I don't want you to come copy my plan. What I want you to come and visit us and learn is how to put your plan together. I want you to figure out how you're going to put your plan together that makes sense for you, because my strategies and my plan aren't going to match your risk tolerance, your time frame, your account size. So you got to put together a plan that makes sense for you. But I really want you to start to think of, how are your assets generating income? And if they're not generating income, and there's a lot of assets that don't, a car, a house, none of that stuff generates income. A rental property, that's a little different. That can generate income for you. Okay? Stocks, shorting stocks, trading. Okay, if you're going to invest and buy assets, those assets need to be generating income for you, so you can continue to generate multiple income streams, so you can funnel that money right back into either retirement accounts or trading accounts that can continue to grow. So we're all in that growth phase. So I really want you guys to think about it, put something together. If you don't have a plan, come join us. We're doing a class starting next week as well on how to create your personal trading plan. Come and join us for that. It was great the last time we ran it. We're going to do it again here next week for a lot of our members. And it's a fantastic opportunity for you to think through all the different strategies, put together your why, your goal, figure out your risk tolerance, figure out the hedging strategies you want to use, and then also how to design that plan and then manage it moving forward. All right, everybody have a great rest of your day. This is me signing off on Eclipse Day here from sunny Florida. We'll see you guys later. Have a fantastic rest of your day. Take care. Bye-bye.